Hi there, it's good to see you again. Once again, for those people who do not know me, I'm Sun Sing, your friendly real estate consultant with more than 10 years of experience, and I'm also a Singapore backstreet boy because I'm born in a poor family. Now, today the topics that I'm going to share with you is how can HDB owners upgrade to a private property, and I think I'm a very good person to share in for you because I was previously staying in HDB for more than 15 years. Now, before I start to share, once again, I'd like to put forward a disclaimer that my sharing is basically education. Now, I will say that this is not a how-to, but rather I will say that these three things are the things that you need to really consider. First and foremost is your mindset, followed by your skill set, followed by your resources. Now, let's start with mindset. Now, the mindset is the most important thing. Now, how to know whether do you want to upgrade to a private property? Now, if you are concerned with capital appreciation, now if you would like to give yourself, your family a better environment, then yes, private development is the way to go. But if you are more concerned about having a lower installment, then want to have a more spacious house, then I will say that HDB maybe is a better option, because if you're staying in HDB, there are more subsidy like SP services, conservation fees. So yeah, HDB, and really speaking, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong in staying in HDB. But once again, if you're concerned with capital appreciation, then private is the way to go, because capital appreciation, I would say, is only in private. HDB is not meant to be an investing asset. So let's start with mindset. Now, having this line for more than 11 years and speaking to numerous HDB upgraders, the difference I observe in them upgrading to a private development is they have this what else mindset. Now, to give you an example, now they will say that, okay, they'll ask question, it's something, if I lose my job, what else can I do to avoid this thing from happening? So usually what I'll tell them is you got to do a planning. So I will say that you got to have a contingency fund that can last you for more than 4 years, 5 years. So in case you really cannot find a job for 4 to 5 years, this fund can tide you over. Then you also ask, if I were to move into a private apartment, the kitchen is so small, is there anything I can do? I would say yes, of course. Then probably the thing that you can do is you really have to design your kitchen well. Then maybe instead of 2 person in the kitchen, now there can only be 1 person. So it's a mentality of how to now versus the what if. Now the what if mindset is like this, wow, Sun Sing, I lose my job, like jalap, what can I do? Or what if the kitchen is so small, I also cannot take it? So you see the difference between the two of them. One is like, no, okay, we have this problem, it's legit, how can we tackle it? The second problem is like, wow, I'm going to die already. So this is a thing that I noticed. So if you are considering to upgrade to a private development, my 2 cents worth of suggestion is have a what else mentality. And if you'd like to find out more about this what else mentality, go to www.sgBackStreetBoy.com. Leave your name and email contact so that we can move on from there. So next, move on to the next, which is skill set. Now the skill set we are talking about is not how to fix a bicycle in 3 simple steps, or how to fix your tap. No, the skill set that we are talking about is how to turn a dime into a dollar. Now in private private development, okay, people are always concerned of how can I leverage more. Just to give you an example, now in private, we can always do part purchase. In very simple words, is to remove 1 person's name from the development so that this person can go and buy a development, because now ABSD is so high, so everybody only have 1 ticket to buy a property without paying additional tax. So this is just one example. Now there are also many examples. Now I've spoken to a numbers of people in private. Some, I would say that while they have a very good mindset, besides investing in properties, they also have mindset that how can I invest in stock. They will talk about value investing, they will talk about NFT, they will talk about tokenization. So I would say this is more into a skill set. But of course, this is more of a mental skill set. So in case you want to find out more about this skill set, go to www.sgBackStreetBoy.com. Now the last thing that I'd like to share with you before we call it a day is resources. Now, the first thing that come to you, maybe you as a HDB owners, now your thing, your skill set is of course cash, your CPF, if you sell your flat, of course, you want to know what is your sales proceed. Yes, these are resources, but more than it, the resources that you need to have is to have a team. Now, if you want to upgrade from HDB to private, you need to have a team of real estate agent. You need to have lawyers. You need to have mortgage specialists. Now, let's start with the mortgage specialist. Why do you need mortgage specialists? The mortgage specialist will be the person to advise you whether should you go for fixed rate or you go for floating, and which bank rates are the most attractive. So he's the perfect person, not me. Now, the second person, of course, will be the lawyer. Very straightforward. The lawyer will be there to advise you the conveyancing. How much to pay, and what are the things you need to know in terms of the legal proceeding. And lastly, real estate consultant like us. For buying, very straightforward. Like I've shared with you previously, the value add of a buying agent is to help you to choose a development that you like and your next buyer will like. Now, the profit is made at the buying, but it's realized at the selling. Okay, this is very important. I repeat, the profit is made at the buying, not at the selling. Okay, so this is the value addedness of a buying agent. So to conclude, now the things that if you are HDB owners and you are planning to upgrade or purchase a private property, the three things that you really need to have. First is to have a what else mindset. It's not a positive mindset, it's a what else mindset. Now, you also need to have good skill set of how to turn a dime into a dollar. Next, of course, with resources, you got to have a team behind you. So, if you like to have a team behind you, you only need to do one thing. Go to www.sgBackStreetBoy.com. So, I've come to my end of today's sharing. If you like my sharing, give it a like, forward it to your friends, leave a comment, or ask a question, and I'll try my best to answer your question. And finally, thank you very much. Stay safe, have a good day, and speak to you tomorrow.